Hi. So I have 3 kids, and what you need to know about me to appreciate this story is that I am like the opposite of the helicopter mom. Like, I'm the anti-helicopter mom. Like the other ones, like we have a fire going and all of my friends are sort of hovering around with the kids around the fire, and I'm just like, just let them handle it. They can handle it, just chill. And we live in the country, so when all the city folk come up and turn every sort of backyard game into like this big high stakes competition, I'm the one like rolling my eyes like, can you guys just chill? Is everything a competition with you people? The other thing about us is that we don't have cable at our house, so when my kids were little, we used to go like to Florida in the wintertime, and the big treat for the kids was to all gather on the hotel bed and to watch cable, and our favorite thing to watch was the Food Network, because that was the most family friendly thing to watch. So we'd watch the Food Network, and then one such year, my 9-year-old daughter Cecilia was inspired. And the whole way home, she was hounding me because she wanted to apply to be a contestant on Chopped Junior on the Food Network. You might be familiar with this show. Okay. So, to get her off my back, I pull out my laptop, I find the application, we fill it out. There's one really important question. Why are you the best young chef in America? And her very sweet response was, because I like to bake. And she did like to bake. She was a great little baker. She would have bake sales periodically. She did not cook, however. She did cook with me, like, spaghetti and such, but she'd never done anything on her own, never boiled rice even. So I sent it off, thought nothing whatsoever of it. 3 years later, almost to the day, I get a random phone call, and the voice on the other end of the phone is, Christina from JS Casting. We are wondering if Cecilia is still interested in auditioning for Chopped Junior. And I took a beat, but I gotta say, listeners, that when I heard that word audition, something in my homebound mama brain completely rewired itself, and I was no longer a 46-year-old living in a very small town with Facebook for my entertainment on any given day. I was a 19-year-old at Tufts University approaching the callback board at the theater and finding my name there for our production of Hair. And I said to Christina from JS Casting, I said, yes, she's still interested. And her next question was very important. She said, so I'm wondering how often Cecilia cooks dinner in your household? And I was like, oh, all the time. So from then, for the next 2 months, I did not recognize myself. I got increasingly unhinged. I found myself, I was my daughter's chauffeur, grocery procurer, I was her sous chef, I was her makeup artist, hairstylist, producer, director, gopher. For the first audition, what she had to do was cook a dish, and we had to take pictures of it, so I found myself shouting this thing, why are you salting the paella? It doesn't matter how it tastes, it just has to look good on camera. The paella got us through the first round. The second round was all about personality. So for that, I called my sister. I asked her if I could rent her son for the day. He's 6 years old, blonde, has Down syndrome. The camera loves this kid. My sister, Cecilia and Patrick frolicking in the backyard. I knew that would be a game changer, and it sure was. We made it through to the second round. The third round was really, this was serious. She had to make a 3-course meal. She decided calamari ceviche, shrimp tacos, churros with chocolate sauce. On my end, I hired a professional photographer to come over. I got my grandmother's fine china, which we bring out every 20 years or so, to plate it. I got French candles to put between the plates. Needless to say, we got through that round too. So she was chosen for the actual show. Now, she doesn't know how to cook. So what do I do? What do? You hire a professional chef. So I hired a professional chef to come over and do a full, week-long tutorial with her on how to not only boil rice, but how to make a vinaigrette, how to debone a chicken, how to fillet a fish, how to come up with her own signature dish. And so at that stage, I had done all I could possibly do, and there was nothing to do but go to the studio. And so we found ourselves in this van heading to the studio, and me and the other moms were herded off to one floor into this room bank full of screens with all the live feed, and the kids were sent to their friend pettitors, not competitors, friend pettitors, were sent off to another floor to the studio, and all of me and the moms were just sitting there watching the screens, and for the first 20 minutes or so, I was wondering where her makeup artist was, and then I just watched her for the rest of the day. There was nothing to do but watch her, and my daughter was charming and poised and totally confident, and what I didn't tell you is that for each of those auditions, for each one, she had to do an hour-long FaceTime interview, and at the end of each of those, the producers told me, "We love Cecilia." And so when she was chopped, in the entree round, she made it through the appetizer round. In the entree round, I cried a tear, but then all I wanted to do was just hug my beautiful daughter and tell her, you know what? This was all you. Next time, I will just be on the sidelines. It's all you.